equal or greater size of a fingerprint itself?
I do not know the criteria of enough information in a fingerprint, so I couldn't say the extent of the surface.
But as a DNA analyst, you're also an investigator of some sort.
In which respect?
Investigating crime and other investigations.
I'm reviewing scientific data, yes.
So, in these circumstances, you are a reviewer and you're not a DNA analyst.
I interpreted the DNA. Back home, a person that takes a case to court is not a DNA analyst. They're completely separate entities and different skill sets.
So in this case, you interpreted the DNA.
I interpreted all the DNA profiling results. I do not need to be an analyst in order to do that.
So would I be correct to say that you're just a data interpreter and not an analyst?
As is the case for defence reviews. And equally when I do Crown casework.
That means you wouldn't know about the process of triage.
The mechanism that they've gone through.
While you're triaging exhibits, what you should prioritize, what you should handle first, what should come next, thereafter, like that.
Oh yes,
You
it
wouldn't
is.
know.
Yes, it is. That's part of my basic training as a corporate scientist.
You are aware that process, lifting fingerprints, would interfere with DNA deposition.
It depends which technique is used, you are able to get.
Are you aware that it would interfere?
No, it doesn't. There are processes which you can
Between DNA and fingerprints, which one should we do?
get. It depends on the case circumstances.
Meaning that it is the individual expert who can make a choice on whether to go for fingerprints or DNA. That's correct.
Yes, when we review cases, we evaluate which evidence.
I have not asked you about the
My lord, this is how cases are triaged. We do a pre-assessment of the case, and based on that and the circumstances, at that point is determined which scientific discipline would give the best outcome for the case.
but
To an expert, yes. Yes. Yes, the case strategy is set from the outset.
So in order to come up with an opinion, as an expert, it should be based on empirical data, correct?
No. The case circumstances provides more information than any empirical data.
And you would need a combination of all that
In
to
order
make
to,
a determination.
no, not at the very beginning. The case strategy is set by the information of the case and the best, most meaningful outcome of examinations.
Okay. That you agree that when you have empirical data, it's more accurate than visual observations.
No.
When you make reference page 20 of your report.
Page 20.
Yes, we have been there before.
Yes.
Each of these two has about 23 locations.
Yes, that's correct.
Page 20. Did you look at all the 23 locations in respect of these two before you made the conclusion?
Yes.
It was your evidence, was it not, that one cannot tell how long DNA stays on an item?
Yes.
And that unless disturbed, DNA can persist on an item for a long time.
Yes. Correct.
Are environmental disturbances some of the factors you are referring to that could affect the stay of DNA on an item?
Environmental factors.
The air pollution in the room, number of people, often, basically everything about that environment.
No, that's not correct.
And that part of the things you consider
No.
when you're assessing persistence of DNA on an item.
The persistence of DNA is whether that item
Is it or is it
not
not?
the whole environment. No, there are very specific elements we consider.
Okay.
An item being just in a room, unless that DNA is disturbed by someone touching or cleaning, the DNA will persist. Extreme heat or damp will equally damage it, but the air in a room will not affect DNA at all.
But you agree that heat is one of them.
Extreme heat, yes, that can break down DNA.
And dampness in the room can also affect it.
Yes, it can, yes.
Did you conduct any studies to determine how long DNA will persist on any surface in Bonnie's house with regard to this case?
It's not possible to
Did you or you did not?
I'm sorry, Lord, it's not possible to recreate the exact.
You or you did not?
It is not possible to recreate any experimentations which can directly replicate the scene. So it is not possible. The science would be meaningless and it takes no further.
Are you? Are you aware of the conditions in one's house?
I know. I'm reliant on the scene photos.
Gambia nti omulingo gw'omuntu asobola kumanya ohakwasire ha mmundu kikiri okulaba mu buhanga bw'omuntu kwonka baitu kandi n'ebyenkumu ebiba bisigaireho kandi tumanyire bulungi nti enyuma rundi ekicweka ekisembayo ha mmundu kitereekereire kandi kiri kirungi kikara kirungi ekyokwihaho ebyenkumu eby'omuntu kandi mazima nti ebyenkumu tibibaire ekintu ekyamagezi rundi ekirungi ekyokora ali kiseera obwire buno kandi akwikiriza nti akacweka akateesa esasi ery'emmundu kali kataito muno nakwo tokusobola kwihaho ekintu ky'omuntu habwokuba ekintu kyokusobola kutungaho akasongezo akekyara kandi takusobola tugambira kuba etali mukugo mu bintu by'okulwanyisa takusobola tugambira nti omuntu okwetaaga ekicweka kikwingana okutunga by'omuntu akwasire ali ekyokulwanyisa agarukamu okumanyibwa okuba kumuhairwe kandi asobora okukebera okuba kurugire mu byobuhangwa bw'omuntu baitu abatalina okubyetegereza kandi okutegeka okw'ebizibiti kwetegereza kurungi habwokuba nitumala ebintu ebibandizibwaho omukusomo okuyasomere kandi nti okwihaho ekyokuntu omuntu kisobora kuhindura na rundi kisobora okusiisa ebyobuhangwa eby'omuntu ebisobola kugwa mu kukeberwa kandi nti ekiba ekyokora hagati ya okwihaho okutunga ebyobuhangwa by'omuntu orundi okwihaho ekyenkumu ekyo kikiirwamu omuntu aba naakora omulimo baitu kikiri kyenkizo muno okuba nti alina kuba nasigikira amahuure rundi hakumanyisibwa ku ebintu byenyini ebiroho kyonka asobola kurora nayetegereza ekyekibaireho kandi atokora 20 olutandiko we ekyakozere omuntu bano ababiri bona bainaho obucweka rundi bainaho obwikaro bw'ekanka 23 kandi boona obuyatunulire atakakozere ekyandika kyakozere akwanza kuwetegereza kulungi luwo yahika hali eshwamu eyachwiremu amazima magali nti okusobola kumanya nti obuwangwa bw'omuntu bwikaire okumala akasumi hasi kintu kyona baitu kakuba kiba kitatalibanizibwe bubali bujja kwikalaho bujja kwikalaho bakusobola kulugaho kandi nti ebintu ebindi byekyolwoireho gamba nti nga olwoya lw'omunju lundi okwokya okuyaho okwokya okuyulwaine muno ebintu byokusobola lundi okutalibaniza obwongo bwonse bwakusigaire kintu baitu kandi kiyambire ntiwe ajja kusobola okugarukamu ekyabaireyo omunju egyo kandi amazima atakumanya nti enju egyo eri mu mulingo ki.
The meeting is about to close. It's about remaining time is 4 minutes and 3 seconds. It will continue.
Yeah. This is the
Just finish.
But the show does that.
Basically, from what you have just told, Court, would be my understanding, if I got you right. Therefore, the comments you made about DNA presence Henry Katanga's for circumstances. Were mere observations that you made, like how you did on the other observations, right?
So the firearm on the bed,
Were they mere observations that you made?
they were observations and ground scientific opinion.
You have concrete findings.
No, because no testing was done, so it's impossible.
The comments you made about DNA presence were
Right.
observations.
They were
grounded on-
observations based on sound scientific opinion.
You have findings.
No one tested that bedding.
Been taken. We better use the first swab.
Yes.
Do you have any evidence that one swab would be capable of wiping away all DNA on an item?
It depends the efficacy
Do you
of,
have any evidence?
it depends on the efficacy of that swabbing procedure. If the swabs were taken properly, the remaining DNA should be so extremely low, it's not giving you a representative result.
Subsequent swabbing would
Still find DNA there, right?
The DNA remaining, if the swab were taken properly, would be extremely low.
is that
And
the second or the
The
first?
second, the first swab will pick up the vast majority, if not all, but it all depends on how that individual took that swab.
You agree that DNA?
right.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
So you'll agree with me that there will still be DNA that can be found, right?
Extremely low, and it will be a partial capture of the actual exam.
Have you done any research to confirm the amount you're referring to of extremely low?
There is no research.
Oh, if there is no research, where do you get from the assertion that the DNA recovery will be extremely low?
Based on
Is
the,
it just also something that you are making an observation?
no, through my experience of DNA profiling results, and where we've had to go back to the original exhibit and resample.
Did you
through mine.
have you done any in relation to how long or how much can be when it comes to firearms in particular?
No, because each case
Have
is,
you done in particular with
it's
firearms?
not,
Because
it's not possible to
have
scientifically,
you done any research?
What was the question?
She
Say
says
that
through her
she
experience.
through her experience, she's able to tell that DNA recovered from a subsequent swabbing using that also on cases where they had to go to the original exhibit and take it to use
I am asking her if she ever did any in relation to a firearm.
the only relevance of that would be in I could directly replicate the provenance of the firearm under testing and know exactly what contact individuals had on
the
it.
firearm.
Yes, my lord.
Or have you had an opportunity to handle a case where you had to restore the firearm?
No, it's just not possible. You have to directly replicate the true provenance of that firearm and therefore directly associate it to the case.
Have you done it before? And we are getting other things we can't write.
I'm explaining why it's not,
No, I wrote in
I'm explaining why science is irrelevant.
Irrelevant because you have to replicate
The exact circumstances of that firearm, yes. And nobody knows the ground truth of that firearm. So it's not possible to replicate that scenario, and therefore research does not aid any interpretation.
And just for the record, I have no information about how the first swab in this case was taken, correct?
No, there's no records.
And you actually also do not know how the second swab was.
Again, no records available.
And without information, you are unable therefore to confirm whether the second swab will have sufficient amount or not.
It's impossible because I don't know how it was swabbed and who did it.
He also told us that it's difficult to tell that. Are you competent? But you told court that the propositions you make in your report at page 28 are activity level propositions.
Correct.
One must be in a position to interrogate all intervening factors that would have led to a particular activity. Not so.
No.
You make an assumption
Assumptions are made in every single case.
of what could have happened, what could not have happened.
The assumption and the evidence of very poor laboratory practice, and the final findings in this case were based on the assumption that everything was clean, there are no problems, and even then the DNA findings did not help.
You made assumptions. And when you did your case review, you also did assumptions.
Every single case has assumptions in it because we never ever know the true reality of a case.
In fact, most of your opinions are based on assumptions.
No, my final opinion in my report is based on, whilst all the observations I've highlighted as opportunities of DNA transfer, my final opinion is even if absolutely everything I have raised didn't happen, the laboratory was clean, there was no contamination, the findings still do not help address who fired that weapon.
That's all. Did you
saying that the results, complete by saying the results still do not help?
Help address who fired that weapon. The DNA cannot address that question.
publication?
byatugambire bikwatagana hali obuhamwa ebyabaire byatangire rundi omunjiro ebintu ebyabaireho biri bikusindikira hali amagezi agabasayansi baita amazima gali kusaho akusobora okukebera rundi okupima ekintu kyona hali ebyo kandi kikubaire nti kirungi muno okukozesa akakubaliriza ttiimu habwokuba obugarukaho bwona bwa butalina rundi bwa bwina kataito muno hali obuhangwa bw'omuntu baitu busaho oza kuserurizibwa okoze ruhali ekyoba ekyakimanyire okuruga omu myaka eyakozere omu bintu nka bino kandi tajja kusobora okugambira nti hariho taito bukwingana ki mazima gali taina kumanyisibwa okukumugambira nti orundi okukumugambira nti akapemba kabanze bakakora bata rundi akagarukireho bakakora bata kandi kyanguhire rundi kikusobokera natimu omuntu wena okumanyisa rundi okugambira nti akapemba akabantu kagarukirira abo kaba kataina ekintu kyona ekikwata hali obuhangwa bw'omuntu kandi nekindi kyanguhire rundi nabyo kijja kusobokera kimu okumanya omulingo ki obuhangwa bw'omuntu bwijja okugenda hali ekintu kyona ekiba nkyekaguzibwaho kandi gwe ekintu ekikalo ekyalumu kandi ekyayemereiremu byona ebyatugambire biri hali haidara ebyakozerwe kandi omuntu wena kandi omuntu tikikumwetagiso okuba nakaguliriza hali buli kintu kyona ekyabairemu rundi ekyakozerwe rundi ekyakozeibwe okusobora okwetegereza rundi okusobora okufuna ekikalo yatungire baitu nokutebereza nsobola kola okuteberezebwa kusigika hali ebintu ebyorozere rundi ebyosomere kandi ekikulu kya byona nti ebyarugire mu kukeberwa kuno tibiina kintu kyona ekyokusobora hali ekyo kandi nabwekyo nti tibindi byo bitiikire okuba nibabigendera amateeka nigabigenderaho.
Distinctly, scientific opinions.
No, not in forensics, no.
Some are guesswork.
No,
Are some based on guesswork?
no.
They are not.
There are ground reasons behind all the scientific
But we
opinion
have
offered.
researched opinions that can be found in publications, right?
There are some research publications which have dealt with transfer of cellular DNA.
I've
However-
not talked about transfers of DNA or whatever. I am just talking about publications.
Sometimes,
In forensics.
sometimes they are some casework relevant papers, particularly in sexual assaults.
There researched opinions that can be found in scientific publications.
Yes, there are.
Having been in this field for about the second year,
Yeah, next year's 30 years.
okay. Next year is when you make that year.
Yes.
Must be aware of the Forensic Science International Journal.
Yes.
As a scientist, can confirm that their published papers are authentic and authority in the field of forensic science.
Yes.
I want to draw your attention to one of the papers published in that journal. Which is
It doesn't serve us by WhatsApp.
Check your WhatsApp.
what is that paper about?
This is about the creation of the Bayesian networks when considering activity level propositions.
Vote.
A template for constructing Bayesian networks in forensic biology cases when considering activity level propositions.
The template for constructing
Bayesian networks,
Bayesian means
Bayesian networks in forensic biology cases when considering activity level propositions.
Who is the author of that article?
There are 4 authors: Duncan Taylor, Alex Biederman, Tasha Hicks, and Christophe Champol.
That paper provides the Bayesian networks
Yes.
as a tool considering activity level propositions.
Yes.
You look at that paper,
Yes.
gives you a step-by-step process.
It does.
Step 1. Go to page 138.
Yes.
The tool works in nodes, right? So step 1 is for you to define the proposition nodes.
Yes.
And that reflects what each party is putting forward.
Yes.
associated with the activities of each of those people.
Yes.
Step 2, you define the activity notes.
Yes.
You're required to draw propositional notes with one note for each activity that you are undertaking to analyze.
Can I just say that this isn't a scripted
Please
method?
look
This is
at
being, yes, this is how I've been trained since I started. The Forensic Science Service actually devised this Bayesian method, so this is not new.
not new.
No, we've been doing it for 30 years.
After that, you will go to grouping similar results.
Yes.
After that, you would separate, therefore, those that are relevant to your propositions and those that are not relevant to the proposition.
Not relevant meaning they don't help whatsoever, not that they're insignificant in my view, yes.
In your analysis, you are also at step 5. Consider and add notes. Yes, my lord. My apologies. So I was proposing that at the 5th level, you're supposed to consider issues to do with transfer and persistence notes
Yes.
that describe the mechanism by which activities would lead to the findings.
Yes.
And there you look at issues like there may be multiple activities that would contribute to a single activity.
Yes, so it would be examples like the bedding, the gun on the bedding, the touching of the firearm.
Some pathways may require multiple steps.
If reasonable.
And then the order in which the activities undertaken and the transfers.
This is where academic crosses over with forensics. In forensics, you could never tell the order. It's not possible.
Tell the order,
No, you cannot.
It is one of the things you can consider, right?
Yes, if you have full total disclosure and provenance of an item, you can, but we never ever have that in casework. This is pure academic paper.
You will also have to look at and define the root notes that will show you, or that may not refer to any activities associated with what you're analyzing, right?
Yes.
It is until you have all of these in place, then you can go to the last step, which is checking for absolute support. And that way you can make conclusions from your experience. Just come to the last step. What conclusions are there?
No, that's how I've reached my conclusions.
So now,
You said step 7 is how you arrived at your conclusion.
Yes, this is a general process. in which this is an Australian paper, and Australia are looking into the viability of activity level reporting. They currently do not report at activity level, and the Bayesian method is based on the method we were all trained in at the Forensic Science Service.
This, from what you see and from your experience, you agree with me, is a very elaborate procedure.
It is.
And it will require you to have data at every single step.
If it is at all possible, it is not always, it does not require data at every step, no.
In your evidence, you're trying to assume that there are certain stages that will not require evidence, right? Or data.
It's not evidence, it's data. It comes down to experience of crime samples, how the DNA reacts, and the expectation of transfer of DNA, of which there is not enough published data to give formal numerical opinions.
Did you undertake such an analysis before you came to your conclusions on page 29?
It's not laid out.
Did you or you did not?
I did, but not laid out, because there is no data on which to base following this line by line. This is academic, purely academic, and is not applicable to general forensic science.
You agree that
In short, you didn't use all these steps.
It wasn't
Because
possible.
it wasn't possible.
Yes.
In a practical
Yes.
exercise.
Yes.
This is an academic paper.
This is the ideal, that we will have data for every single case and every single step, and it is just not possible.
Amazingly, I'll ask you the same question. You that take this analysis before you came up with your conclusions, or
A version of, yes.
some of them.
Methodology-wise, yes, I have, but it's not possible to put the numbers in as
That's okay.
as they have. It's just not
You
possible.
said you did.
Yes, I have.
Did you include it in your report?
As standard, no.
Did you or you did not?
No, we don't include it in our reports. Only an expert would understand what we've done.
In fact, you did not interrogate all the intervening factors in this case.
It's
Not so.
impossible. Actually impossible to intervene. It's absolutely impossible. Unless someone can tell me from the moment that gun was purchased to the time it was recovered, every single contact that was made with that firearm and every surface that firearm made contact with, it is impossible.
If it is impossible, therefore goes without us using too much complicated words, but your opinion has no scientific basis.
My opinion is based on, no, that's not correct. My opinion is based on the information I have been provided, and that information provides plenty of opportunities for the transfer of DNA.
You yourself told this court that you did not have most of the information you required. Not so.
Yes, most of the information. But the information I had was that the incident occurred as both Molly and Henry got out of bed. Unless that bedding had been washed prior to anything recovered, that firearm being on that bed is an obvious then I will reevaluate, but I evaluate on the information I have. My job as the scientist is not to validate the information I'm provided.
Miss Henry.
Ms. Wangode, I think that is
That's okay. And I am asking her another question. Did you carry out any independent calculations come up with conclusions on activity level propositions?
This didn't require any calculations at all. No, it's source level, sub-source level in this instance because it's DNA. We have a legitimate, obvious
You have
transfer.
answered me, Miss Henry.
you say that you did not need to conduct any independent calculation.
Any independent calculations because there's an obvious, reasonable scientific transfer. DNA would never show who fired the weapon. The expectation is if someone did handle the weapon, their DNA would be present, but
If the
equally
person handled the firearm.
would be present. But on the alternative that they didn't, given that firearm has been on that bed, there's a reasonable expectation of the occupants of that bed, both Henry and me, to have transferred to that firearm, and it is not possible to determine the activity within which that DNA was deposited. Hence, it is not scientifically possible to determine who fired that weapon from the DNA evidence.
So please confirm that you cannot therefore speak to the activities in the propositions that you made on page 89.
Yes, I can.
You cannot.
I can.
Did you do or carry out independent, you as him, independent analysis in relation to activities before the fire?
What analyst would I do?
Did you?
I'm sorry, I don't know what analysts and I could possibly do. What an analyst would I be able to do? What are you asking? Sorry, what kind of analysis? I don't know.
You, apart from the information you had given to you, papers, did you do any independent verifications as to the activities that led the propositions you came up with?
I don't verify any information I have been given. It's not my position to verify information. I'm very clear that if the information changes, I reevaluate.
Ebintu byonna ebiba bibiikibwaho okulaba mu magezi ga ssayansi bibiri byonna nti biba biseruliziwewo muno ebindi babisanga mu bitabo ebyahandiikirwa era kandi we kuba abaire omukiikaro kino obulungi omulimu guno okumala emyaka 30 ali akimanyire kimu nti haliyo ebitabo ebyahandiikirwa era kandi ebirina obusobozi kandi ebibaheereza lungi ebiboleka omulingo gw'okolamu emirimu eno kandi abaho ebintu bingi ebimu talina kwegendereza atakayikize rundi atakakiiremu ebyo akiiremu okugamba kale okusobola ekifalukiyo ekyayimiremu n'okusobola ebyahandikire rundi okuteeka ebintu ebyekiremu okubitegeka kandi n'okwawukaniza ebyo ebikumugasa nebitakumugasa n'okwoleka ebyakozerwe ebisobola okuhikya rundi okumwoleka ebyaraba azaire kandi n'okusobola endugiro ebisobola kumukyali ekyakwenda rundi ebitamukyali ekyakwenda n'okuseera rundi okukebera ebintu ebyaba ayitire mu rundi okufamu hamalira ekintu kino rundi enkola eno eri nkola esobolwerwe muno ekihinguraine kandi esobola kuba neyetaagisa okumanyisibwa buli idaara lyokuba ohikireko baitu kandi kyatugambire mbu tikikwetaagisa muno okusobola kukozesa kikwetaagisa muno nsipako onakumanya buli kintu kyona rundi onakuba n'okumanyisibwa okwingi muno kandi amazima gali mukwetegereza kwe akakozesa amadaara gano goona akajja n'agakozesa habwokuba bino ebihandiikirwe luli lupapula lwa beegi baitu mu nkola ya buli kiro kikyangwire kuba n'okubondera kimu hakimu kandi ebimu ebyakozere atabiteekemu mu kihandiiko kye baitu nakyo kiri kikulu muno kandi ekyamazima kyanguhire kandi luli kikusoboka nti omuntu obwokuba n'okola osobola kwetegereza rundi okakuliriza buli kintu kyona ekyabaireho mu kintu kyeba n'okaguzaho rundi kyeba n'okoraho okumalirira kwe kikuli kwesigikira hali ebyatungire nokwakuba kikwabe kwingi muno baitu kukaba nikumumara kandi omuntu akaba takwetaagisa kukola embalira yoona okuhika hali ebyashwiremu habwokuba gali mazima kikaba nikyeyoleka bweyoleka nti niko kinakuba hanyuma ya byona kandi mu byona tusaba kusobola kutugambira rundi akusobola kutwamu rundi ekintu kyona ekusobola kutwamu hali oha yarasire rundi nuha atarasire baitu amazima ku akusobola kandi ebintu ebyo byahandikire akusobola kubibaliriza kandi akubyesiga
My colleague
My Lord, we intended to traverse a very specific area. However, we are getting constrained because I'm going to call you Miss Lynn. Is that okay?
That's absolutely fine.
Okay. Miss Lynn was not very clear with us as to the extent of our instructions. So, my Lord, I want to just briefly revisit that area for clarity. Now, we already know, you told this court that you didn't have formal instructions from KAA.
Correct.
Now, for us to be in position to address courts on the ethics of your work, it is very important that we know the extent of your instructions. So I'm going to request you to help this court with specific information as to the extent of your instructions in this casework? We appreciate it was the email correspondence.
Yes, yes.
Are you in position to tell this court what you were specifically instructed to do?
It was a
in this
venue.
case,
It was a venue.
You want to refer to your email?
It was a over a Zoom meeting, not in an email. It was a Zoom meeting where the request was made for me to review all the scientific findings.
So the instructions were given to you not on email but on Zoom meeting.
Yes, when we had a Zoom meeting, the initial contact was made that would I be able to help, and then we had a Zoom meeting of more details. And during that Zoom meeting, it was said, "Are you able to review the findings?"
So it is in this Zoom meeting,
yes,
that you were given specific instructions.
It was a very
Please, I require specifically.
There was
and just to help that point.
It was a general. Can you review the DNA findings?
Will you listen to me now, please? Not that I want to gag you not to speak every material you have, but I want to be of help to this court. When I ask a specific question, just provide that answer. If we need clarification, we will ask you. Okay? So, was it during that Zoom meeting that you were given specific instructions on what you were required to do?
The specific instruction was.
Was it or it was not?
Yes, it was, okay. And it was to review all the DNA findings in the case.
Can you repeat your instructions?
To review all the DNA findings in the case.
Review all the DNA findings in the case?
Yes.
Was that all?
Yes, it was a very broad, can you review the DNA, please? So I was aware this is a new area.
Was this given once in that only meeting, or you got additional instructions? Please.
That was the instruction to review everything relating to DNA in the case.
You want to be clear as to who comprised that Zoom meeting?
I can't remember.
So we have you and who else?
Ellison was there, and I believe other two members, but I can't recall.
So do we understand that there was no formal engagement between your firm and KAA? It was this personal Zoom meeting?
Yes, which we would consider as a case conference with counsel. This is
please,
a
I'm
standard.
asking about formal engagement.
Yes, but this is.
I know case conference.
Yes.
So please don't volunteer.
No, but that constitutes for me a formal.
Yeah, but please don't address me on case conference.
No, but that forms the formal request.
Yeah.
In general terms for us.
Mr. Morgan,
Yes.
asked about whether the meeting was, when the instructions were given once, and she said yes.
Yes.
And you asked who comprised the meeting, she said herself.
And
Mr. Katanga and two others cannot.
she can't remember, yes.
So what did you ask me?
You realize you need to answer me specifically. Yes. Okay.
My lord, I start because this is an area my land system was
Very well. Very well. Yeah, well.
in order to take us backwards.
Said very briefly.
Okay. I've not even understood what Mr. Kawega is meaning. No, there is no limitation. There is no limitation. I don't think my sister asked about details of the Zoom meeting. I don't think she did. And I don't intend to repeat anything. We are only putting what we have already traversed in context. And my Lord, there is a reason. So my next question, which my Lord is asking for me to repeat, I wanted clarification from you that other than this Zoom meeting, there was no other written engagement between you and KAA. It was this interpersonal Zoom conversation.
Yes, there were emails as the case progressed, but not instructions.
Ms. Lynn, I want you to confirm to this court that those subsequent emails were between you and who?
Predominantly Ellison.
Predominantly Ellison.
Yes.
So who else other than Ellison?
There are emails from the administrative side sending me over the documents that I reviewed, but predominantly Ellison was my point of contact for this case.
Again, this court would be interested in understanding, Ms. Lynn, you operate as an individual or as a firm?
As a company,
So in this case, were you engaged as an individual or as a company?
I was requested personally to do this
Personally,
case,
okay.
yes,
That's
as with all our instructions.
That's good. That's good enough. I want to make sure you go back home, so I don't want to waste time with so many things. Do I understand that it is you who requested for what information to be given to you to do the casework?
Yes, I requested a lot of information, yes.
Was any information volunteered
No,
by your principal?
I was given the electricity,
Please, the question is, was any information volunteered by your instructing officer? Mr.
some background
Was-
information,
Please.
yes.
Yes.
So background information was, yes. And then others on my request.
So if we understand you well, the background information was volunteered.
Yes,
So Ms. Lynn, when do you first get, you told us you first got instructions in 2024.
yes.
When did you get the documents that you list on page 2 and 3 of your report?
I would have to scroll through my emails to confirm.
I just humbly request you to do that. It is very
They were sporadic.
important for us.
They were sporadic throughout.
Please just help us.
My computer's not attaching to the internet, so I will just use my phone if that's okay.
No, Dawood is here. Can help.
My computer still won't link like my phone is. My phone's linked.
Sorry? The phone. Oh, yeah, anything which gives us.
I have all my emails on my phone. Yes. Is that okay? Thank you. So I received blood staining.
Was that the first?
That was 30th of August 24.
30th August
Four.
2024. What did you receive?
Images of the blood staining at the scene.
Is that the scene of crime report?
No, these are individual photographs.
Just a minute, Mr.
Which I haven't used because I've not done a full blood pattern analysis.
Wait a minute. Is that listed in your report?
No, because I didn't
Okay.
use it.
Okay. So now you received photographs of what?
The individual blood staining at the scene.
Individual blood staining at the scene.
Yes.
Is that part of what you requested or what was volunteered to you?
That was volunteered to me.
That was volunteered.
Because at that time,
How many
maybe I was
photographs?
doing, perhaps we were looking at the blood pattern analysis, but that never
Do you
carried
realize
on.
I've gone for another question? And you're asking what I don't require? You remember what I've just asked now?
No.
Please,
Can you repeat, please?
I advise you to stick to the question.
Okay.
So those photographs were volunteered to you. You
Yes.
had not requested for them.
No.
How many?
Oh.
If you are in position.
A lot.
A lot of.
A lot of photos. Yes. I can't give you the exact number. They seem to run from 8328 to 8383. About 50?
50
50,
photos?
60? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Miss Henry, Miss Lynn, I wish your computer could work.
I'll have a look, but this is from the email.
Yeah, it's okay, perfect. My lord, is it possible for her computer to work?
We'll try again.
this
We've
is
had
very
issues
important
with the
for me.
Wi-Fi.
But we can be a little bit patient and ensure your computer works. I know I also sometimes have Wi-Fi to volunteer, but it has never appreciated me.
And this power there in committing Wednesday. As if God does not. But why is God has Wi-Fi?
I don't know. My phone's on it now. Is it because I've got a VPN on it? Yeah, I've got VPN on it. Is that stopping it? Does it need to be Uganda? Oh, okay, I'll turn VPN off. Oh no, it's giving me a second. I'm sorry. I just delete that and restart. It's not finding it, is it? Norton VPN. If they're happy with that, I can do that. It's up to them whether they are happy with it or not.
Yes.
It's not happy at all. No, it's just not happy. But it's blocking out
Since it's your email,
with me.
yes, since
Yeah,
it's your,
I can show
you may
you
not
the-
even project it. I just want the judge to see.
Yes, this is my business email.
Okay, yeah, no problem. But I just want, we just want to look at the photos provided to you for this casework.
I
Just
don't
want
know.
to draw them to the attention of the judge and the defense team. Then we go to another item.
I'm wondering if I've got it without the internet. Yeah, I've got them without the internet, so I can
Yeah.
HDMI them.
Yeah.
My computer. There we go. Okay. So, this is the list of all the photos I received.
Yeah, let's just sample a few in the interest of time. They are, you will just tell us the full number, that just sample a few
So,
in no particular order.
So all the photos I received started with KER and then oblique, and then the numbers 8327 through to 8455.
Okay, just open.
Sorry?
Just open any at
Oh,
random.
any of them, sure.
Yeah, just a few. We want to go all.
Okay.
What's the first one?
So yeah, I'll take you through. So that's the first one, 8327. That's showing some of the blood stain.
Okay, you could go like to number 10.
Number 10.
Yeah. No particular
Okay.
order. I just want the code to follow through.
Around here?
Actually, I just want to confirm
sure.
the source of the photo.
Sure.
Yeah.
So these were general photos of the blood staining at the scene.
Sample another 3.
There's a close-up of the staining. The bottom of the wall. And a close-up on this wall again.
Okay.
Yeah, I can show you more if you want.
Just go back. Just close that.
Close that.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Lynn.
Yes.
Hello, the observation we wanted court to make is that I think Mr. Edison should count. My Lord, is it that I can't address court in the process of cross-examination? Is that what my colleague says? My Lord, can they address court on the law on that? I am okay with objections. Let me be guided by the law.
Work of the key is to examine the mission. Work of the witness is to answer to the question.
My Lord, I just wanted to be guided that I cannot address court in the process of cross-examination.
That was given to the witness.
Actually, my Lord, the remark that I am making, and if Mr. Edison had only listened, I believe he will agree with me. The remark I am making is that the reason I expected my colleagues on the defense to actually say that these are prosecution photos, because we are dealing with issues of facts. My colleagues are officers.
Can do is ask the witness questions. Can do is ask the witness questions. You can submit, but you cannot. Yes. And actually, the submission may not be at the right time when the witness has left, and we are now dealing with evidence on record. But now, for Mr. Mwaganya, to want to put on the record the source of photographs to the witness that he did disclose them, that is evidence from the back. And my lord, should restrict itself to cross-examination. You can't cross-examine and provide information. Cross-examine and provide information. We are happy to cross-examine him if he wants to take an off us to that point.
Are you done?
Because my lord then would need to stand up and say from the bar now that no, these are the ones you did disclose. In which case both of us will be testifying. So let him put questions to the witness. Then he can later submit and say the photographs we submitted, we display are not the ones I disclosed in his submissions, not now.
Lord, I want to request that we shouldn't waste too much time for the court. This witness came from UK. We have to be done and she goes. For example, we can't waste time, my lord, wasting this court's time, whether these photographs came from prosecution or from another source. Sure, as officers of court, that is not something we should be arguing about. But I could ask it another way, my lord. Out of all the prosecution documents you were given for review, did you find evidence of any of those photos annexed to any of the reports or documents that arose from prosecution for review?
From memory, I can't remember if any of them are included in the blood pattern report, because I haven't used it.
So we have the blood stain report. We can give it to you, my lord. I pray for it.
Yes, I honestly can't remember.
You are okay to refresh your memory. Prosecution exhibit number. Blood pattern report. We can check, my lord. Blood spatter, yes. Please keep within the photos.
I've now got access
Yeah,
online.
it's okay. It's okay.
So I'm
As you.
going to have access to everything now.
That's the,
Yes.
that's the pattern.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm.
No, the pictures I have are more extensive than contained in here.
No, it's not a question of being expensive. Is any of them similar? Can you point even a single one that is similar or contained in any of the prosecution's exhibits?
Let me bring up. Where am I? Maybe bring up here, and then I'll try to. Try and find a sequence. So this one here, this is a close-up zoom of it. So you can see the handprint here. Then you can see the linear staining here.
Ms. Lynn, can I just have what you are showing us?
Yeah.
No, leave.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to find the.
I'm sorry, I do this different.
Is
So
that
you
the
are not
same?
going to rush me.
No, I was trying to find the equivalent. That's all.
Okay. No, I just actually want you to, because
Okay, that's a close-up.
from your evidence, you said you use the best, you make best use of visuals,
Yes.
even as opposed to silence. So when you apply your visuals, is that picture the same as that? Don't remove it.
But
Is it the same?
it's not exactly the same, no.
Exactly.
One's a zoomed in
So,
image of this, but it's saying, but I didn't interpret the BPA.
Don't worry, I've not asked you about that. We are on that photo. Is it the same?
Oh, no. No, it's not the
Okay.
same.
Do you have even a single picture that is the same as any of the pictures in the prosecution's exhibit?
That's what I'm trying to run through.
Because that is actually different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The witness never said these pictures are the same as what is in the prosecution. He said, I got these pictures earlier when we were discussing. That was her evidence.
And my lord, if the defense had considered that the source of this information is from them, we would have moved.
But we never said it is from you.
Yeah, that is what I was making. The point I wanted to demonstrate to this court that these photos. Okay.
What I'm saying is that at no point did we say these photos were from prosecution. We never said that. And the witness has not said, we did not say these pictures were from prosecution. In fact, all these pictures, we disclosed them to prosecution. They are from the defense. But then, me saying this, I will be equivalent to him testifying.
No, my lord, I just wanted us to go on record.
These were from prosecution.
I just wanted, and that
They
is
are our
that.
pictures which we disclosed.
Yes. So, my lord, if it goes on record, no, it is you wasting time.
And then we are the ones.
And we have already established now that there is no potential.
I'm doing what you are going to testify, my lord.
So, Mr.
They are our
Morgan,
pictures which we give our
Mr.
witness.
Mueller,
What you
we
like.
have already established that there is no context as to the source.
Yes, yes.
And now, Mr. Morgan.
I can now progress, my lord. So, my lord, if it may go on record, as confirmed by counsel, that all the photographs presented, Mr. Karuhanga, my lord, we do this.
Now they
Hi.
go through.
Exactly.
If it has
Exactly.
been, that those pictures.
My lord, this
There
is
is then no need for us to
evidence.
go through the lengthy process.
That was always the case with the witness. Took those pictures with progress.
But even those of prosecution.
Is a habit of us becoming witnesses. Mr. Morgan, I tried
Mr. Morgan.
My lord, if that is noted, I'm most obliged. Please go back to those photos.
Sure.
Okay. I know you are not a novice at computer use. When were those photos sent to you? From the records being displayed on the screen.
The screen saying that they were modified on the 25th of March 24, but that would be when they were created, not when they were sent to me. I haven't modified them at all, so that would be the original PDF format for the photo. So that doesn't confirm when I received them.
So what date did you say that you received?
I received them,
30th August 2024.
yes.
And you're saying you modified them.
I haven't modified them at all.
Said she did not modify them, but it shows there that modified on that date, which means that that is the date they were.
That is the date they were created. In other words, taken.
I assume so. I didn't receive them until August, so I can't speak of what happened to them before then.
Okay, so the point is made there. And then, as we are dealing with photos, you appeared knowledgeable about the contents of the blood spatter report.
Yes.
When I go through the documents you have told this court as documents served to you by KAA, is the blood spatter report included? It is not.
No,
Right?
it's
It
not.
is not.
No.
So we again get it for the record that notwithstanding the fact that it was not sent to you, you know the content of the blood spatter report.
I did have the blood spatter report.
Sorry?
I did have it, but it didn't form a pertinent
You
part.
also had it.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So did you request for it, or it was also volunteered?
It was volunteered to me.
Okay. And you went, even when you didn't need it, you went through it
Yes.
before making this evaluative report.
Yes, it was again to see.
Yes, it is sufficient, ma'am.
I did, but
Please.
in.
All I want this court to know
Yes,
is
I
that
did.
you went through it.
Yes, I did.
Did you find information in the blood spatter report relevant to your investigation, evaluation?
Only the extent of the blood staining, no more.
Only the extent of the blood.
Yes. So I had.
So, in other words, Ms. Lynn, as an expert, that report, even though you never requested for it, when you received it, it influenced your professional opinion.
I wouldn't say.
Did it or it did not?
No, it didn't.
So you never found information in respect of the blood stains relevant to your evaluation. Existence of blood stains in the bedroom.
It merely formed vicinity, no more.
With that information.
Yes.
Informative.
Informative, yes.
You found it informative.
Yes, because
Okay,
it
great.
enabled my expectations of the scene.
So let's leave the photos and we go to another piece of information.
Okay.
What else?
So the quickest mechanisms on here. I received the DNA report, the crime scene examination report.
No, DNA
report.
when?
All of these on the same date, on the 16th of August, 24.
16th August
24.
24.
So the DNA report.
Yes.
The crime scene examination report. And the bloodstain report, all on the same day. There was also the charge sheet.
You also got the
charge sheet, ballistics report.
Let's go through, ma'am.
Oh, sorry.
You also got the ballistic report.
Yes. The gunshot residue report. The indictment.
Oh, you got the indictment too?
I did, yes.
Okay.
And
what else?
The PF3, which is the medical examination of Molly Katanga.
So you got that medical exam
of Molly Katanga.
What else did you get?
That's it for the 16th of August.
Okay, tell court what else you received any other day.
And I've got the pictures. That's that one. On the 3rd of September 2024,
The 3rd
of September 24,
September 2024.
this is where I first received the electropherograms.
What else?
That was it for that date.
Okay. What about on another day?
Oh, that's the same thing. Was the report, the electropherograms with the attached letter. I'm just trying to find.
The other letter from the Ministry of Health?
That's it. The 4 pages were attached on top of the. So that came through. Let me double check.
Is it you that requested for this particular letter, my lord?
Oh no, it was
volunteered to you?
volunteered to me, yes,
Okay.
because we were investigating the ISO.
So, oh, okay. So, you also investigated the ISO?
No, I didn't per se. I because it became a feature.
Yes.
When I came over first time, that letter had been obtained. So that's the first time I saw it.
So who investigated the ISO?
I don't know the ins and outs, but I was provided it by KAA.
Yeah, but you just said you got this letter because you needed to investigate ISO.
That was generically. We were as a team investigating the ISO status.
Oh,
and
okay, let this court know the composition of your team that investigated the ISO. So it was you and who else?
So KAA, as would be standard.
KAA.
So we become the communication between us as the team. I don't know where they got that letter from, but it clarified the position of ISO.
Yeah, just on the question of investigation.
I don't know what. Obviously, ISO was a question.
Don't worry, ma'am. How did you investigate the ISO?
We discussed ISO, and then when I came over the first time, that's when the letter had been obtained. So that would be March.
So
Sorry, I was just confirming it was March I came over.
Do I understand you, my lord, did I understand her to mean that you got the electropherograms and the ISO letter on the 3rd of September 2024?
Oh no, I had the electropherograms without the letter attached. And then on the 9th of March 2026,
okay,
that's when the letter was attached.
9th
of March 26.
2026?
Yes.
That is when you got the letter?
That's the first sight of the letter, yes.
And you said this letter was just volunteered to you. For what purpose was it given to you, Ms. Lynn?
Because we need to know the ISO accreditation situation of the laboratory. It'd be standard to investigate any laboratory for its accreditation status.
So, having received it for that purpose?
Yes.
What did you find out? What did you investigate and found out?
So within that letter,
No. The letter was clear.
Yes.
What, did you do any investigations?
No, because I used that letter as the basis of information. And again, if it changed, I would change my report and my opinion.
So, you needed that letter because it was capable of changing your opinion depending on what it said, correct? Yes or no?
Potentially, because it would determine whether they are
Did
working
you
within an
listen to my
accredited.
question, ma'am?
Yes, so potentially it might, if it confirms whether they're working within the accepted quality.
Good. So, meaning, my lord, depending on what that letter said,
Yes.
your opinion would change.
Oh, potentially, I can't
Potentially
say.
change.
Yes, I can't
So,
say for
thank
sure.
you.
Yes, but it.
Please,
Yes.
I've got the answer. Do you have an idea why KAA volunteered this particular letter just a couple of days to the releasing of your report?
My lord, you are inviting the witness to speculate. You can't have an idea why KA volunteered. Only KA which you know. Don't invite the witness to speculate.
My lord, the letter was given to her.
Yes, but now knowing the reason why.
Why
they-
did you give her?
Now that is now.
That is
How would she know why unless she was told? Maybe you ask her, were you told why the letter was?
My lord, well, that is basically the question, apart from just
Maybe change it to why
and-
you told
and-
why.
do you know why KAA volunteered this letter just a couple of days to your release of your final report?
I can't speculate, but the
Ma'am,
ISO status.
Your
of the
lawyers
laboratory-
are saying we should not invite you to speculate.
I can't
So you
speculate
either
why.
know or you don't know.
I wasn't. There was no formal. We have given you this because of.
Okay.
So beyond
So,
that, I don't know. But
in other words, do I understand you to mean that the email came blank?
No.
How did this letter get transmitted to you as the expert?
because it was transmitted electronically, because
By email?
Yes.
Was the email blank
Yes, it said please find attached this.
without any purpose?
No. There was no one toward at home.
That's enough, ma'am. You are the expert.
Yes. And
Did you ask them why they were giving you a document without any explanation?
when I
Just
read
a couple of days to the release of your report.
when I read the document, it
Did
was
you ask?
evident.
That's not a
I
question I'm
didn't
asking.
need to
I'm
ask.
asking, did you ask them why they are sending you an unexplained document?
I didn't need to ask. It was self-evident when you read it that it addressed the issue of the ISO for the laboratory. That's the fundament. Any case I do, we look at the accreditation of a laboratory.
It's not you, and you don't know why they sent.
No,
Let's
it
be
was
professional here, ma'am.
it was self-evident that it addressed the issue of the ISO status of the laboratory, which is a fundamental part of any case review. And so it was self-evident. I didn't need any further explanation.
I just want you to quickly confirm that even the PF3 of More Katanga was just volunteered to you. You
Yes.
never requested for it.
Yes,
The indictment was just volunteered to you.
yes,
Okay, let's go. Let's allow God to write. The gunshot residue report was volunteered to you.
it was.
The same ballistic report,
Yes,
even the charge sheet was volunteered to you.
yes.
So, for you as an expert, what had you specifically asked for?
The electropherograms,
That's number one.
the
Let's write
validation,
that. You had specifically requested for
electropherograms, all the validation of their process and the
Number
Euroformics, any quality incident investigations,
Euroformics.
Euroformics validation,
Yes.
and the validation.
Let's go through what we have to write. Yeah, there are three. Okay. Don't worry, the number won't matter. What else?
So the validation of their process and how they have derived the parameters for Euroformics.
Yes.
I
Anything else?
on the electropherograms, it was evident that the
We
scale.
already knew you
No,
asked for electrophoregrams.
sorry, this
I'm
is
not looking
different.
for justification.
This is different.
So,
This is additional electropherograms because the scaling I had been provided was inadequate for a full capture of the information present.
what else? Okay, I allow you to complete that. If you say it's different, please.
It is
Can you
different.
state it again for the court?
So this is additional electropherograms where the graphs are correctly sized to the profile, and so I'm not just looking at a blank line as in that negative.
Where?
So where the sizing was completely wrong on that negative control in the first panel, I needed that to be resized so I could actually see what was in
We are
that negative.
listing. Don't worry about that.
But that's
Was that all that you asked?
And then, yeah, that's all the scientific documentation, I believe.
Again, let's find out for this court. Did you ask those formally or verbally?
They were via email.
I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you to find that email. Why? Because I need to deal with formalities for court.
Me asking.
Can you find that email and tell this court when you addressed that email to KAA? Yeah, sure.
Tugambire atafune okupewa omulimu okupandiikirwa itu bakaba ebyo bikalimagezi niho yatungire ebyo bamugambire kukola niyo yatungire ebiragiro bamugambire kukola kandi ekikulu muno kikaba kiri kugarukamu ekihandiiko ekikaba ekikwata hari ebiwangwa by'abantu bakebeire omusango guno kandi okutyana kuno kukaba hagati ye na Munyaruka Ruhanga Elton n'abandi bantu babiri we abatakwijuka abatakusobola kutegeeza saa zino kandi hatabuho obuhandiiki bwennyini obukubateeraniza boona babiri uwe ekitongole kya foramu na kino ekitongole kya abasanganizi babanyegeerwa kandi akabaho enkwatagana nyingi ebaruha ezigenda n'enkola y'amasanyalazi kandi zindi zikaba muno hagati we na Munyaruka Ruhanga Elton yabaire mukwataganiza we ow'enkizo bintu bino kandi we akora nke kampuni ya foramu baitu omusango guno bakamweta okora we omuntu hawe kusaba ebintu bingi okumanyisibwa kwingi okwakabana ebintu ebindi bikamuhebwa buhebwa akabisabire nkabarora nti nabyo ayina kuba nabyo bihandikirwe bikaire ntibibuura ebihandiiko bingi ebikwata hari enseseka y'omusaahi ekikeeke kyakolirweho emisango by'obwekwezi nka 24 okwakusatu mwaka 2024 n'ebindi bingi baitu byonna bino ekihandiiko ekikwata omusaahi ekyo akakisoma baitu atakisange kiri nekimugasa ali omulimu gwakaba nakola baitu kandi kikaba nikumuhereza muno okumanya kandi okwetegereza ali ebyo ebyakaba nanihira. Kandi alwekitandika ekindi nabwo ekyo kyatungire enyuma ebiro bitito enyuma we atakatulugiza ekyandika ekyo yakozere kino ekikulunga mu kitongole ekikura ebyobwomezi kandi atamanye kimuhairwe habwaki baitu nabwo kitabwetagise kagoza habwokuba kaba kiina obyakozere akarora nikigenda kumukoora rundi kumwetegeza ebintu ebimu ebyakaba nayekaguzaho we wenka kandi kino kikaba nikigenda kumukonyera okurora hali ebyatwiremu bete ekikulu muno bingi byebitandika ebikiro bingi byamuhairwe akaba atabisabire baitu nibimuheebwa buheebwa mukugonza okwa ekitongole kino ekyamuhaire omulimo.
Are you able to get it, Miss Lynn?
Yes, I am. So it appears that I actually asked for the electropherograms verbally with Ellison.
So
and
no, let's just get that. So you
on
you
the
are clarifying
electropherograms,
that for the electropherograms, you
it must have
asked them
been verbally during a meeting.
during the
A
Zoom
meeting, yes, a meeting I had with Ellison.
yes.
And they were sent to me on the 3rd of September. And then
Just a minute, let's go through. Yes, that's September
3rd of
2024.
September, that's correct. And then again on the 3rd of September, this is where I emailed Ellison saying I've gone through the electropherograms and I wonder if we could ask the y-axis on samples, 5 samples, to be lowered, please, so I can see all the alleles, as the y-axis has been set to the highest peak. And then I also asked whether the lab could reanalyze.
Let's go through, just read.
So I also asked if the lab are able to reanalyze the above samples with lower parameters so I can see the threshold confirmed.
You asked whether the lab would be able to reanalyze.
Yes.
Yes.
The samples 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20.
At a lower parameter,
So that
I can actually determine the designations of the information which was deemed below the threshold.
yes.
So that was the reanalysis and the changing of the parameters. That's why it's
Okay.
was that everything I said? The electropherograms. The validation was discussed just in person of DW4 mix.
I will come to validation.
Okay, so that's the regards to the electropherograms and the reanalysis of.
I was going to ask this, but I'm glad you, and in the UK it is the practice.
It's standard practice.
That where you have doubts in any laboratory findings,
Yes.
the first preferred option would be for you to write a protest letter, or for lack of a better word, a letter of contestation to ask the lab to re-evaluate areas of contention.
Yes, so if I...
You confirm that is something that is professionally ideal.
Yes, yes, we're in constant contact with each other.
And, Ms. Lane, because this is the preferred position, that is why you asked them whether it was possible for the lab to re-evaluate.
Yes.
The testing lab to re-evaluate.
Absolutely, yes.
you receive any information that a request was placed to the lab and the re-evaluation could not be done?
No.
The reason you asked for this option as a first option, because it is more confirmatory. Other than this option, the rest will be speculative, like we have already seen. Is that the reason why you asked it?
Yes.
That this first option be exercised?
Yes, it's the only way I can see the true
That's
result.
great. I got away on the same page.
Page is blank.
So you never received any update?
No, I didn't.
Did you demand for a briefing on this, your request, as to why it was not done?
With the scientist or the KAA? No, I asked the question, can we gain that? And I hadn't had
You had no answer from them.
an answer, but I know that there
So
are
who
issues.
proposed that we proceed? Okay, let's allow my lord to write that. So, whose idea then was it that you proceed with your desk work evaluation, notwithstanding the fact that no request had been placed to the lab for re-evaluation? Whose idea was it? Because this was your preferred idea.
Yes,
It was not done.
I don't know
You
if it was.
nonetheless proceeded with another option.
I
Whose
don't-
decision was it?
I
Proceed
don't
with
know
another
if a
option.
request was made and if a response was made. So if there was discussions that the laboratory were not willing to release any information and therefore no option but to continue.
Okay, but my question is clear now.
The answer is also
As an expert, this is what you preferred
Yes,
and requested.
yes.
It was not done.
I don't know if it
You
was or not.
proceeded with another process altogether.
I don't know.
Whose decision was it to proceed?
Mr. Morgan, she said
Yes,
that
ma'am.
she does not know
If the request was made or,
Yeah, but
and then if it was denied.
Precisely, my lord, that is my request.
But my lord,
I mean,
but
my question, my lord.
But my lord, she also said that there were discussions that the lab wasn't willing.
Mr. Karuhanga,
What was there?
this court has advised you.
No, you're shouting too much. You're not listening to witness. She said there were discussions that the lab was not willing.
My lord, I'm not shouting, but
Mr.
I'm
Kawan.
okay.
So you said that you do not know if the request was made
Yes,
and if it was denied.
yes, but
You don't
in
know if it was
in conversations for various other things, the laboratory have refused to release, and then by that I have no other option but to
So were
continue.
you told that the request was made to the lab for re-evaluation? Is that what you were told?
I don't know if the request was made, but during discussions we told they refused to release. So I don't know if
You just told this court that you were told that it was refused.
that,
No.
no, I don't know if a request
sorry,
was made,
I'm sorry.
however, in general
I do
conversations.
not know if the request was made and if it was denied.
Yes.
From conversations with KAA, I was told that the lab
Refused to release, but I'd asked for a lot of different things, so I can't pinpoint what.
That's a minute, yeah, that's okay. Exactly. Ms. Lin, and it's okay if it never. Were you given any formal request that KAA had made to the testing lab for re-evaluation?
I haven't seen any, no.
By any chance, were you given a formal refusal by the lab to
I-
re-evaluate?
I've had no contact with the laboratory at all.
No, I'm asking about you.
No, I've seen no written document.
So that was the first meeting on Zoom. Now,
I can't
after
remember.
that, I'm just refreshing your mind that I'm leaving events of the first meeting. So you say you had subsequent meetings.
Yes,
How many?
I can't recall. We've had numerous meetings throughout the time.
Numerous.
Numerous meetings, phone calls.
Numerous.
As-
Okay,
as
we shall come to
expected.
the phone calls about the meetings.
Yes,
I appreciate it may not be possible for you to know exact number.
no,
Today, the 20,
no, not as many as that.
not as many as that. 10,
No, less than that.
sorry,
Less than that.
less than 10?
Yeah,
About how many?
I am speculating now.
It's okay.
It's not okay to
are
speculate,
okay.
my lord.
We are okay because your very report, you realized that you told us it's okay to speculate in science. Science.
This isn't science, though. This is
So about how many meetings?
I'd
should
say
we say?
less than 5. But that,
So less than 5 would mean
It's
3 or 4.
well, we
Because you said several, numerous. Now
So-
it's less than 5.
it depends on the time frame. When I came over and asked you to give evidence the first
No, no,
time,
no. I'm talking
there were
about
at least 3 there.
pre-report meetings. This, you told us you had
Pre-report, okay.
several case conference
Yes. I'd say probably maybe 5.
about 5.
Yeah.
And the phone calls?
Just phone calls throughout, as would be expected of a case of this nature.
Yeah, of course. I'm not forcing
I
you.
couldn't tell you.
About how many?
I honestly couldn't
Was
tell
it
you.
regular?
We had regular
Oh, regular.
contact, yes.
You had regular contact?
Regular contact, as I'd expect.
I just now want you to confirm what
In all these 5 also meetings, you were receiving progressive
briefs on the progress.
Uh, not the first meeting was the vast majority of the information. Subsequently, it was more about me.
I already left that.
So that was
I
the-
want to save. I want to save on that time.
Yeah, but yeah,
First meeting,
the first meeting was
talking
very
about-
much the bulk of the information. Subsequent meetings were very much me, maybe educating is the wrong word, but training them in DNA profiling. We spent an awful lot of time.
So now, Ms. Lin, in addition to you doing an evaluative report as an expert, you were also training defense counsel in DNA profiling.
Yes, I was.
Was this a distinct engagement or it was part of your general instructions in this case review?
It was general to aid the understanding of DNA by counsel.
Yes, I'm actually aware, and it is actually true. Isn't it? Part of these training meetings were for purposes of preparation of the defense team to cross-examine DW8, the DNA analyst.
Yes, they needed a help. Yes,
Okay.
as I would ordinarily do.
Okay.
Yes. Yes,
I'm
do
not
it regularly.
faulting you. I just
Yes.
want information.
Yes, yes, it's standard.
Well, avoid saying it's standard.
It's incredibly common at home that I will aid
We're in
the council
Uganda.
understand.
I'm just telling you to be careful because this is Uganda. Maybe it's slightly different from UK. So standard, yet we are progressing.
I say avoid those answers. No, then why ask?
Now, about the phone calls,
Yes,
several,
yes.
they were also aimed at discussing the progressive events in the case.
Primarily, they were to give updates on when my report was needed and
Okay, that can't be all the time.
to kick
But I agree.
to kick me
So-
up the backside to actually get it written.
Sorry?
To kick me up the backside to actually get it written. It took me quite a long time to write it, so a lot of it was following up on where my report was.
We already know that your report with all the documents would take you a month.
Linear, yes,
Yeah.
but unfortunately I got delayed by other cases at home. So the majority of the phone calls were, is your report ready? Yeah, but it wasn't a progressive changing of opinion or anything. It was just following up where the report was.
It's okay. I hope you know that my duty is just to ask you questions.
No, I know.
So please, whatever answer you give the court is good. Okay? So, you already told this court when my colleague asked you that this was a paid engagement,
Yes,
which is perfectly.
yes.
What we want to establish on record is that this payment was made directly to you.
To my company, yes. But all the time I've spent giving evidence, I'm doing pro bono. So there's no charge. So every time I've been in Uganda, there's no charge.
So you're saying that your instructions did not include you making a report and appearing in court to testify.
The payment ended at the report, and I agreed that every time I testified or was in Uganda, I would do pro bono, so no charge.
Unfortunately, your company has no written engagements.
No, there was an agreement on the initial work, but then my company.
The instructions ended at the report, right?
That's correct.
Anything after that
Was pro bono, yes.
So, Ms. Lynn, the other thing we want you to confirm, court, that all this unsolicited information from KAA was given to you before you completed your analysis.
Yes, as is standard.
Don't worry whether it's standard or not. We shall have another opportunity. Other than the letter, the other ISO letter, was any information given to you, any other information given to you in 2025?
I've covered all the receipt of information. So the letter was shown in 2026, March 26.
I mean 2026.
Yes,
2026.
no new information's been provided subsequent to then.
So just for avoidance of doubt, other than the letter of ISO, you received basically all the documents by the 9th of September 2024.
Yes. Yeah, everything came in quickly. Yeah.
Quickly.
Are they? Yeah. September
You-
24th. Yes.
You want to change the position?
No, 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 no. I just clarified reading the email. Sorry.
Okay, I want you to again tell this thought. Do you have an idea about what is called the process map
No, I'm not aware.
in forensic handling?
No, I don't. I'm not aware of that phrase.
Don't know.
Not that phrase. No. Is there a description you can?
Don't assume that I don't know what I'm asking. I'm sorry. It is a process map.
I don't. We don't use
You
that
have
phrase.
no idea what it is.
We don't use that phrase, but I don't know if we do the same thing.
My lord, process map, like map of Uganda. Process map. So, in your entire handling of this assignment, you never developed a process map.
We don't use that term at all, so I'm not sure in what context that means.
But you could explain what the process, what you mean by process, what is where it comes from, what is that?
Sorry. Huh? I know at this stage I just wanted to confirm that she didn't know.
I don't use that term. Sorry.
Okay, you don't use it.
I don't use it, but I don't know the mechanic. It could be I do it, but we term it something differently. I don't know. I'd need to know what actually is the process
It's okay.
that you're referring to.
When we resume, I will be taking you to your code of practice,
Yes.
and we shall cover that area.
Okay.
I don't interpretation.
Katonda omumanyi bw'okulonde okwalimu ekisani ebyamasanyalaze kandi bino kaloli ebyobezi bisatu kwezitwalibwa wakana omwaka gwa 2024 obwo nayenda kumanya ekino ekikala libakeberiire okirala kisobola galukamu okukebera lulo okwetegereza ebyo bakebiire ebipimo bya hansi basobole okutegereza okubatungire ebyo bayihiremu okukebera kandi okuluga hali ekyo tugaluke kutunga ekikyona ekikwata hali ekiyasabire kandi akamanye okusaba kukuraba kwabaire kuyikirirwe omu kicweka kino kandi obuyakagwize nabwo kamugambire ekintu kyona kikwatagana hali ebyo baitu ekyamanyire nti ekikalo kino kyagobererwemu nti kikanga okugarukamu okola omulimu ogwo baitu atolikwekanye ku kyona ekikoleka nti mazimako bakaba bangire okwitirana kukali kwa obuntu emirundi ekwika nk'etaano nabagenzi be nakola nabo bano ab'ekitongole ekikutonganirira banyegerwa kandi emirundi nyingi akaba n'abasomesa ebikwata hali obwanga bw'omuntu basobole okuba nibabonera bulungi kandi basobole nabo okuba nibasobola okukoza ebikakuzo byabo hali omuntu w'obujulizi olw'olubajju lwa gavumenti ow'omunaana kandi ekindi okuyabo okusaitana okwo nabo bakaikalanira bakulizangana okulaba mu masimu emirundi nyingi muno bajja kikulu muno tutabakiri okwetegereza kandi okukalanira bamumanyisa nti bamumanyisa ebigenda mu maiso okukalanira bamumanyisa nti dini obubo bwokayitibwe obulirwanyi bwetagibwa mu lupala lw'amateeka muno kandi amaguru gali muno gayafunire okumanyisa okuyingira okwo yatongere okwakaba atasabire baitu balora nti kijja kwetagisa ku bitunga asobole okumanya kandi okuyaho ebbaluha eyatungire asobole okutunga ekintu kino kyona baitu ebintu byona byatungire n'ekakono byatungire radifu byona bibamuhaire mwenda mwaka gwa 2024 kandi kyatakumanya nti hariho ekintu kyona ekyetebwa nk'ekisani ekikwoleka ebyomuntu agenda akola kandi we ekyatakozere kandi ekyatakozesa kandi takimanyire nokimanya nti iriyo.
My Lord, we are left with one specialized area that we estimate cannot take us beyond the morning, and we request that we adjourn for today and we use the morning of Monday to, with the information she has given us, we shall be in position to wrap it up and close so that the defense can re-examine.
There's a matter we discussed today about availability. Instead of 23rd, we take 24th. It's a Friday. 24th next week. Instead of 23rd. The third is the Thursday. The fourth is your 24th is full.
Yes, I already have a fixed matter in corruption. Yeah, would have been okay with us. But yes. And Mr. Kabega, you are part of this matter. We just forget it. No, we have the 20th, 21st, and 24th.
We have
23rd.
21st and
23rd.
Yes. But swapping 23rd to 24th. So we could instead give an extra week and an extra day in the week of 27.
In the week of, my Lord?
27. How are you looking for the week of 27? Before we break up. I don't know if people are
Yes.
going on.
27 is not there for me. This one. Oh.
Not, not
For
the
me,
week of 27, you're not available.
for me, I'm actually out of the country. I've scheduled it.
Let's retain the 23rd then and
I don't accept if we bring it from 23rd to 22nd.
27 is also not. So we can rotate.
Then when you are available. We have indicated the witness has an appointment yesterday, so she must travel on Tuesday. Instead of adjourning early, rather than push, so that we then last time and then Monday we finish early, and then we go to examine so that we make sure Monday we finish. Because we have a lot of time now. So we can even my road, if they can't continue for now, and if you can't end us an hour, then my road, let's begin 8 earlier, because now we begin at 10.
We can begin early, my
Yeah,
lord.
before we every day.
So,
So,
my road, then let's begin.
We can begin early on Monday.
We can begin 8. 8. So that we finish, make sure that
We can do it.
you can see here. 8 o'clock in the night.
9.
No. Kids are coming. That's why. Yes, we began. We don't want 8 to continue now until 6.
Get one to proceed.
let's start
My lord,
on Monday as early as possible,
Yes.
at least earlier than our normal starting. Because
Yes.
I'm
My road
always
now, what
here
is the
by
time? Because my road, when you fix time, we follow it. I know I've been to High Court many times.
The challenge is
Okay, 9.
we have shifted far. Yeah,
Come.
this is the problem.
So can we say Monday we start 9 with
9 sharp.
Okay.
Yes.
9.
Let's be here. It's at 9 sharp. Okay.
I think it's been got so long that the start is